boy wants to build a large generator used to pump water to solve drought problems, but he needs to dismantle the only bike in the house. All the parts are ready. Just took down the bike and made the drive shaft. But the boy didn't even finish primary school. Who would believe that he could solve a problem that adults can't do? Dad was very angry. Not only did he not agree with the boy's idea and directly destroy his work, let the boy do the farm work while he has time. They live in Malawi in Africa. The villagers here depend on the weather for food. The rainy season brings a good harvest. They can only starve in the dry season. It wasn't that long ago. There was a storm here. Father dug out the remaining seeds from the earth, but it's not gonna help. The flood was followed by days of exposure. The land was parched. All the crops were killed by the drought. Don't say eat full. Even survival is a problem. One meal a day. Just until next year when there's food. William was expelled from school for not being able to pay his tuition, but this did not affect his thirst for knowledge in the least. In the morning, he went to class on the slide. In the afternoon, he went to the dump to pick up some spare parts for research. The family's grain reserves last 2 months at most. Mother asked William to take all the family savings to buy food, but the line is out of sight. Finally, it was William's turn, but he could only buy half a bag of grain. William occasionally goes to his classmates' homes because he has the only radio in the village. One night, he found that the teacher's bike had a light. It was the first time William had seen light at night, so the next day, he and his companion found the teacher's bike. After the research, William found a direct current generator on the bike. Just turn the wheels and the lights will come on. He thought it was amazing. He immediately had a bold idea in his mind. A scrawny tramp slowly walked in. He took the woman's grain with him just before they got over it. A few more men ran into the house and took all the food in the house. In the face of imminent starvation, the woman is absolutely devastated. It turns out there's a drought in here. A bowl of gruel is a day's meal for a family. Not a few people die of hunger. The solution to this crisis in the future is 13-year-old William. He had a bold idea. That is to pump water from the ground to solve the drought problem. It's a pity that resources are scarce here. There's no electricity at all. So William found the teacher. The teacher told him there must be a direct current generator. William took a great interest in it, but the amount of knowledge he has is simply not enough. The teacher pointed out the way for him. He could go to the library to find out. So the teacher took him to the library. Here he found books about using the wind to generate electricity. That day he found another battery. He told his partner to string together all the dead batteries so he can make a battery that works. He can pump groundwater to irrigate crops as long as he has electricity. He also had his eye on the generator on the teacher's bike, but he was afraid to talk to the teacher, so he told his sister what he thought. He didn't expect it. The next day his mother took out a letter in tears. His sister ran off with the teacher. It says there's a mouth missing for dinner. Mom was grieving. A generator on the teacher's bike was left on the table. The boy couldn't wait to get help from his mates. They went to the dump looking for parts and made fan blades out of plastic. Then a simple windmill was assembled. Finally they connected the radio with the battery removed by wire. Opened the door. The boy wanted to extract groundwater to solve the problem of drought. He's got fan blades and parts. Next step, he's going to sacrifice the only bike in the family for the prop shaft. But father didn't believe it. A boy who hasn't graduated from elementary school can solve a problem that adults can't. Father was very angry. Not only did he not agree with the boy and destroy his research and tell him he has the spare time to help dig the ground, but this dry weather, how to grow grain. Williams got his friends together to find his father. They wanted to persuade the father to contribute his bicycle, but they didn't just get scolded and was thrown out. When he's looking sad, things took a turn for the better. Mother heard about her son's plan. She said to her husband, "We've lost our land and our daughter. We can't lose anything else. What does a bicycle mean?" Father finally came to his senses. He rode the bicycle to find his son and then came to town to take the bike apart. The father also called on the villagers to come and help. For them, the windmill has become the hope of the whole village. It didn't take long. The pump is also manufactured. William then climbed onto the windmill to connect the wires, then put the fan blades on the rack. As the blades turned, the generator started to work. The whole village was saved. Father clasped William in an excited embrace. Soon after, the seedlings come out. The villagers also saw hope. The film is adapted from real events. In reality, William has been thwarted by countless men, but he never gave up. He saved the whole village with his gift.